Liverpool 2, Watford 0. This is the Liverpool review against Watford from yesterday. Didn't get a chance to make one yesterday, had a busy day in the evening yesterday and just wanted to enjoy that instead of trying to find some time to record a video. So I'm doing it today. Obviously, it gives us some time to have some reflection over the game, how everybody played, and, generally the run of the game as well. Now, certain media outlets are trying to find negatives with this game due to the fact that Watford, being bottom of the table, did have themselves a good couple of chances, ones that they really should have taken, and if they did take them, they would have put us under a lot more pressure. Now, there needs to be some perspective with this performance as well, and I'm going to try and give you that perspective from my personal point of view, but let me know what you thought of the game in general, and let me know if you were concerned at any point with the performance from Liverpool, because I'll be totally honest with you, I wasn't concerned with how it was going really in the slightest. Yes, Watford did have chances. Watford are trying to enjoy that new manager bounce that they've got with Nigel Pearson, formerly of the manager of Leicester, who in their his final season with them took them from certain relegation, and they went on a really big winning streak ahead of them winning the title. So he's not a slouch of a manager, and he's obviously got them working hard defensively, working hard, trying to get the ball back and put us under pressure. Now, the reason that I feel Watford were able to even get chances and put us under pressure is because we still had a couple of gears that we could have moved through. Okay? I still don't think that we didn't get out into like our top gear. We didn't go into like full attacking mode. I don't feel that we did that, and I don't feel that we had to. This game, with what is coming up in this next week, the next couple of weeks, was more about picking up the 3 points and trying to do it conserving as much as possible. So what I mean by that is by getting the job done, creating the chances, scoring the goals somehow, however they go in, and they were spectacular goals by Mo Salah, but also without over-exerting, without using too much energy. Because with what's coming up in the next couple of weeks, obviously the Club World Cup, the Carabao Cup, Premier League games are coming back in. It's going to be really, really hectic, and it's going to be about not only game management, but personnel and player management as well. Not really wanting to overexert the players too much. And that is probably why we didn't see Naby Keita in this game, which I thought we would have. But it's management. Again, it's clearly he's going to be one of those that's going to feature, in my opinion, in the Club World Cup. It's about managing the players. And the team that we set out with yesterday, I sort of had a feeling that we would probably rest Robertson as much as possible, which we did try to until Wijnaldum went off with a slight injury. There isn't really much info on that, but Robertson came on with 30 minutes to go. But the lineup we went with was okay. Trent, Joe Gomez, Virgil van Dijk, James Milner, obviously Alisson in goal. Then you had Henderson and Gini Wijnaldum as part of a 4-2-3-1 setup. And then you had Xherdan Shaqiri, Firmino, Mane and Salah up front. Now, there's a lot of criticism coming in for Bobby Firmino's performance. But I've said this about the 4-2-3-1 last season. If you play Bobby Firmino as like the number 10 or that middle part of that 3 in midfield, the attacking midfield, you're not getting the best out of him. You're just not. My preference for us playing the 4-2-3-1, even though Salah did get the goals and they were brilliant goals as well, is to play Salah on the right-hand side, Bobby Firmino up top and Shaqiri in that number 10. Because I just feel that the dribbling attributes and stuff like that Shaqiri has, and his passing range that he's got as well would still help the attacking thirds with Bobby Firmino, Mane, Salah. They would still get in those opportunities, but you'd be getting the best out of Bobby Firmino. But still, he still had a terrific contribution, in my opinion, to the first goal. He's getting marked really low, but without that beautiful overhead kick pass that he did, I think it was to Mane, which then was able to set Salah on his way as well, it was crucial. So did he really do anything badly wrong? Not in my opinion, but in terms of getting in front of goal, you're not going to get the best out of Bobby Firmino, but you get that work rate around the defensive part of the midfield and the attacking thirds as well. So he did okay, but I probably still would have preferred to see Divock Origi start to play. And again, you're not seeing many minutes out of Origi, but he will most likely come on and play a part in like the Club World Cup and other games that we've got coming up as well. So again, it's down to player management, in my opinion, and it was very, very good. Now, let's talk about Watford for a moment, because Watford did actually cause quite a few issues for us. And honest to God, if they literally just knew how to connect with the ball properly with their foot, like, I can't remember his name, Sarr or something like that. I think he's a Senegalese guy, because I saw the video with Mane, Troy Deeney and Sarr afterwards or something like that. And honestly, he had probably what could have been the chance of the game, literally looking at Alisson, and had most of the goal to aim at, and he just sort of like, just, I don't know, it's like he was too close to the ball coming to him, and he sort of shinned it a little bit, and it didn't really do anything. There was another one where I think he literally just missed the ball. But it can happen. It can happen. You shouldn't be too critical of the guy. They're a team that are struggling, but they created chances yesterday. And with this new manager in Nigel Pearson, he could actually turn things around for Watford. With the chances they created against us, imagine what they could possibly do with that same attitude and work rate around the teams that are around them in the relegation zone. They could probably do bits between now and the end of the season. I think Decore, like, he may have been a defensive mid, right, or classed as a defensive mid, but the amount of chances that he had as well, if he'd have taken any of those, again, would have put us under pressure. But we managed the game really well, in my opinion. I felt from front to back we played really well. Joe Gomez, I think, deserves... A lot of people are giving him man of the match, and obviously man of the match tends to go for like the person... If someone scores 2 goals in a game, like Salah did, they would generally get man of the match. But Joe Gomez was fantastic as a centre-back in this game. Yes, he did get caught out of position a couple of times, but generally, who didn't in that game? Because to be honest, we played pretty sloppily, you know, with the ball. And sometimes without the ball as well. The closing down wasn't always, you know, as accurate as you would like it to be for a Liverpool team, which is what we're known for. Closing down teams and putting pressure on. It wasn't as... Accurate isn't the right word, but I can't think of a better word, so I'm going to stick with that for now. I felt that Trent had a decent game, sort of more defensively. Going forward, maybe not the best game he's ever had, but certainly like he definitely did have a really good game. Milner, you know what you're getting with Milner. He was really good. Sometimes got caught out because he's not as fast as Robertson, but other than that, a very professional performance. And then into the midfield, Jordan Henderson was running around like a madman, and it was fantastic. His work rate was brilliant, getting the ball back and trying to move it forward, really good. A shame to see Gini Wijnaldum go off injured. Hopefully it's nothing massive. He has travelled with the Club World Cup squad, so hopefully that means he's actually not going to be injured or anything like that, or maybe he's just there for morale, who knows, but it's not enough to keep him at Liverpool to get, you know, injury treatment there, so it should be all right. Shaqiri put in a shift, did well, I felt. I like that he's now back as being a very real option for us. I think he's going to be brilliant for us like that. Mane, fantastic. Bobby Firmino could do better, but in the position he was in, as that like number 10, did really well and helped set up the first goal. And then we're going to talk about Mo Salah. Salah, like, obviously did what he normally does. He misses a good few chances, but the chances that he took, unreal. That first goal, which, you know, I think the last couple of goals he's scored, not just in this game, but even against Salzburg, have been with his weaker foot. And the first goal, the curve that he got on that, whether it was wind assisted or not, brilliant. Fantastic goal by Salah. And then just the quick thinking on the second goal. Divock Origi with the best disguised pass of all time. It was a shot. It must have been a shot, but still, it goes right into the path of Mohamed Salah, and he just literally, just with speed of thought and body movement, backheels it, nutmegs the defender, and it goes in the back of the net for 2-0. Now, in my opinion, I'm yet to properly see a really good angle of Sadio Mane's disallowed goal by VAR. That one, I felt it should have stood, in my opinion. I think that was a perfectly good goal. I may be entirely wrong, and I just haven't seen a very good angle of it, but it's just, I don't know. I felt at the time it was a good goal. I'm yet to see anything to prove otherwise. And then for Salah's second goal, why it took like 3 or 4 minutes of trying to prove that Salah was offside when he most definitely wasn't, when the defender's arse is playing him onside. Now, if you're going to use armpits like to keep people offside, like it did with Bobby Firmino earlier this season, then an arse is definitely going to be keeping Salah onside, and that is exactly what happened. You know, I didn't really understand that, to be honest. What my thought on that VAR thing at the end of the game was, they were looking for a reason not to give that goal. They weren't looking to see, just to check it or just see, oh, is it onside, is it not? They were literally looking, with all the little lines moving, they were looking for a reason not to give that goal. And I don't know why. Don't know why. Maybe it's a conspiracy theory, but that is probably the only negative, other than the fact that Gini Wijnaldum went off injured, and hopefully, fingers crossed, he's all right. But on the whole, a very professional performance, 2 brilliant goals by Mohamed Salah, and a big confidence booster for us moving forward. Obviously, Leicester drew yesterday as well, so now we are literally 10 points clear at the top of the table. And now we've got the Club World Cup coming up, we've got the Carabao Cup coming up as well. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I will do my absolute best to get videos out for everybody. And I'd just like to take a moment just to say again, I've said it in the last couple of videos, thank you all so much for your support. I don't know what has happened recently, but like I've jumped 50 odd subscribers from where I was to like in the last couple of days. Like, it means a great deal, and if there's ever anything that I can talk about in videos, honestly, if you get your comments down below, if you get your comments in on the videos, I will always try and respond to them. If it's an overly negative one or something that's abusive, I'm probably not going to reply to it, to be honest. But if there's something that you want to talk about or something that you want me to talk about in a video, let's do that. But thank you all, like literally from the bottom of my heart, I love it. Thank you, and I love having you guys watch all these videos. It's brilliant. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please do like it and subscribe if you're new around here. Get your comments and thoughts in about this game and what we've got coming up in the next couple of weeks. But for now, I'm out of here, and I will catch you later.